What up, everybody? Welcome to the Payso podcast. We're in the building here with Leftygunz. Before we start, I want you to subscribe, share, comment, like, all of that good stuff. But like I said, man, we in the building with somebody that's I've seen grow up and do a lot of great things in the boxing world. He's one of the hottest prospects coming up in New York City right now. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How old were you when you started boxing? Where you from, etc.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Bushwick, Ridgewood area. So it's borderline Brooklyn, Queens.
Yeah.
I started boxing at 10 years old. Well, I really went into a gym at 8 years old to be exact. 10 years old, I started competing with the boxing. That's when I met you, Jay. You know, we had the gym U thing going. And I know you was fighting the amateurs as well, getting ready to turn pro and things like that. And I started competing at 10 years old. And ever since then, I pretty much just, fell in love with boxing, I guess you could say, and just started winning and just, been going ever since.
I remember when you first I remember when you were at 10 years old in the gym. It was crazy because you were the only little kid that
Right, all men, right? The only little kid.
You was the only little kid and everybody else was like, you got this little 10-year-old coming in. And the thing was, you were so serious at 10 years old. You were so serious, and you never cracked a smile. You were
Right. just about business.
You was all about business. You was focused. You watched everybody around you. You was a sponge.
Facts, bro.
You was definitely a sponge.
100%.
And it's great to see that because you don't see 10-year-olds like that, especially in today's world.
Day. No, not at all, bro. With the tablets and all these devices and all these TV shows and these YouTube series, everything like that, it's teaching these kids to be clowns or to be kids. TikTok, saying everything is just kids' attention span is shorter than ever before. Kids' attention span was always short,
yeah,
but now it's even shorter. So,
but what was some of the things that inspired you at 10 years old?
At 10 years old,
that made you want to go to boxing? Because a lot of kids at 10 don't want to do things like that.
Nah, they don't want to get punched in the face, bro.
Nah, like they don't want to. And you was in there. You was with us every day.
Right.
So
hard training, hard sparring.
You was in there. You was with us. So what inspired you at that age?
Well, my older brother was boxing first. You know my brother Jay.
Rock. Shout out to Rock.
Yeah. He was boxing first, and I seen that he was going to the gym every day, so I was like, I want to start going with him to the gym. I already knew how to box. I was learning this stuff, but I was like, I want to take this thing serious and start actually dedicate myself and start going to the gym with you every single day. So I started going to the gym every day. I started training, and then I started competing, and I just really liked boxing. I really liked the idea of going in there with another man. Well, at the time was another child, another kid, right? And just that one-on-one combat. Like, I really like that. And boxing is like no other sport because other sports, basketball, baseball, football, all those sports is you could blame teammates, you could blame the coach, you could blame other things around you. But in boxing, is literally just it's all on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all on you. So, you can't blame others. There's no timeouts. There's no calling teammates in to substitutions. There's none of that. It's literally just you and another man, and the boxing ring shows you what you're all about. You want to see what a person's made of, throw them in the boxing ring, and you'll get to see the true colors of an individual.
That's a fact. And do you remember getting hit at that age? Do you remember getting hit at like around 10 years old, 11 years old? Like, do you remember getting hit and do you remember the feeling that you got?
Yeah, I remember getting hit at 10 years old. But the funny thing is, brother, when I was boxing at 10 years old, and I was a little kid and sparring, I actually started sparring at 8 years old. But then at 10 years old, I sparring a little more. But punches to me didn't hurt. Like, as I got older, when I started fighting men, when I was like 15, 16, I started sparring with pros already, things like that. Then I started feeling punches. But I remember when I was a kid, bro, kids' punches never fazed me at all. Never at all. It felt like literally like pillows, man. Like, no exaggeration. It literally didn't faze me at all. So
was it because your brother was punching on you?
That has a lot to do with it. He definitely toughened me up a lot in the crib. You know what I'm saying? That definitely
so you felt a little kid punching.
It was like nothing. Yeah. And also the kind of training we was going through. Remember, I was the only kid there.
Yep.
And Kelly said it wasn't me treating me any different. Kelly used to have me doing the same amount of rounds in the back like you guys.
Yeah.
Sit-ups, same type of core work like you guys. Running, going to different gyms, sparring, everything. So that all translated over and made me I guess you can see ahead of my time at that particular time.
You was never intimidated.
No, never. Still not to this day, bro. That's one thing people know about me. Like, people know that I got a lot of heart and I come to fight always. That's still what people know about me, always.
So tell me about your first fight. Do you remember your first fight?
First amateur fight, yep.
How old were you?
10 years old.
You were 10. So you were around the same time.
Yep.
All right. So tell me about that. Do you remember it? Do you
Yeah,
remember that?
because I went into the gym. I started training with Kel. Kel, I know you just did a podcast with
Yeah.
him, right? I started training with Kel at 10 years old, and I already knew the basic fundamentals of boxing from my brother. So I wasn't one of those kids that you had to go into the mirror. Yo, stand like this. Yo, this is a jab. I already knew what a jab was. I already knew what a right hand was. You know, I already knew how to not cross my feet when I'm moving. I already knew how to keep my knees bent, elbows in, chin down. I knew the basic fundamentals. So Kel trained me for literally maybe 6-7 months, and then he threw me in the tournament. You know, I went there fresh at 10 years old, and by the time I had my first fight, I was still 10 years old. So I fought in the Metros. I won my first fight decision, and it was a good experience because
you was excited when you
I was
got
excited.
That
Yeah, I wasn't nervous, but it was definitely I just really wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. I really wanted to win, and you know, having a crowd there, having a referee there, and people screaming your name, friends and family. It's a different experience. It's a different atmosphere. It's kind of indescribable.
Yeah,
You know?
I can't even imagine. You know,
Being at a little of age, right?
At 10 years old. You know, I started at 15, but 10 to 15, that's such a big gap. You know, like if you think about it in a large scale, from there's only 5 years, right? But
Yeah.
but you know, at 15, you
whole different mindset.
Yeah, it's a whole different mindset. So being a 10-year-old, you know, I remember me being at 10. I wasn't worrying about stuff like that. You know, I wasn't worried about dreaming big or, you know, being a champion or basketball player. You know how kids dream.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I wanted to be rich, but for a kid, I love that. I love to see kids, you know, take the sport so serious and want to do something with it. And that's something that I saw in you as a child. Every day, you know, I used to freak out when I used to see you in the gym.
Yeah.
I really did. I used to look at you like, yo, he's fire. I used to like, you was like my little brother in the gym. I used to be like, yo, this kid is gonna be something when he grow up, man, for real. So that's definitely dope. So you won your first fight. You know, how was that for you? Like growing up through high school, as like everybody knew, were you fighting? Like,
the people closest to me knew I boxed, but not everyone. Because I never even had social media, bro, in high school. But everyone was like on MySpace. Was it MySpace? It was MySpace and
probably Facebook.
Facebook. Instagram wasn't out, no.
Yeah, but so whoever knew.
People close to me knew, but
people talk.
People talk and work as right. Yeah, so people kind of knew. Yeah, people kind of knew, but I wouldn't promote it.
You was always quiet.
I always stay to myself. Yeah, always. Still to this day, like. Yeah. I'm always pretty much alone. I have a very small circle, and I'm always sticking to myself and just Still to this day, I never changed them.
Yeah. That's fire. So what drew you to the sport of boxing? I know your brother because your brother was coming up with us. You know, we you know, so obviously I know that he was big into boxing. But what was something? Was there something else that drew you into the sport of boxing?
Yeah, but and the sport of boxing, like I said before, man, I really loved the whole one-on-one thing, and you know, even at that little of an age, I knew and I understood, like, yo, boxing, man, is like there's nothing like boxing, nothing even close to it. Even MMA and all these other combat sports, they try to do the bare knuckle thing. Even those sports, man, it's nothing like boxing.
Why do you say that? Like, what's the difference you think?
Boxing is just a whole nother animal,
man. And I say that because, you know, I'm trying to be, devil's advocate, because I feel the same. You know, I'm coming from a boxing background, but it is a physical sport, like combat, MMA, combat sport. You know, MMA, the bare knuckle, all that kind of stuff, wrestling. You know, so. And they got to train hard too.
They do 100%. Yeah, I respect them guys.
So what makes boxing so different?
All right, so the first thing you touched on was the MMA UFC, right? Yeah. And that's the most popular sport right now, besides boxing.
Yeah.
So we'll touch on that topic. So first things first, in the UFC, you could quit, and it's not that big of a deal to quit in UFC, right? So guys tap out regularly. Like if I put you in a certain submission, if I'm headlocking you, right? You'll quit. And it's not even looked at that big of a deal. Like, oh, he tapped out. It's normal. Like, he tapped out. But in boxing, if you go to your corner, you tap on your corner, bro, people's going to ridicule you for the rest of your life. That's reputation is everything. People's going to remember you as that dude who quit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to look at you like, he's a sucker. He's a punk. He got no heart, you know? So people won't even want to see you fight no more, bro. There's no quitting in boxing. Once you go into that ring, bro, there's no way out.
Yeah.
It's not like UFC that you could tap your way up. Nah, but there's no way out of boxing. There's no way out.
Yeah.
And it's not 5 round championship fights like UFC. It's 12 rounds, bro.
Facts.
12 rounds.
But isn't UFC how many minutes they go around?
It's 5 minutes, 5 rounds, which makes it 25 minutes of fighting. Boxing, this championship fights are 12 minutes. I'm sorry, 12 3-minute rounds, which makes it 36 minutes of fighting. But also, boxing is nothing but literally blows to the head. Literally. You know, UFC, a lot of them guys, they'll grab for half the round. They'll just grab each other for half the round. You know, they'll do their little wrestling thing, but they'll just grab. But it's not actual combat. It's not actual contact, I mean.
Yeah.
If you look at box compared to UFC, boxers have so much more injuries in terms of brain trauma because everything is just literally hand-to-hand combat, you know? And we train to do this only. UFC has everything else to worry about. They have what? They have grappling. They have kicks. They have submissions. They have elbows. They have knees. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Boxing is literally just hand-to-hand combat. So we're finessing and sharpening these fists to the best of our ability. So when you get hit by a boxer,
it's different.
It's a whole different hit than getting hit by a UFC guy or a bare knuckle or any of these other combat sports.
It's a whole different ball game. That's a fact. I love the way you answer that. That's a fact. So you've been training for years in the boxing game, and we're gonna get into like, you know, what you're doing now, but you know, you've been training for years, you know, since a little kid, 10 years old or whatever case it is. How do you approach to this day? How do you approach training and just prepare for a fight? Like, yeah, like how do you approach it? How do you prepare for it?
Yeah, so I prepare for a fight right now is a little different than when I was coming up in the amateurs. Right now I'm pro, so now I usually find out when I'm fighting, let's say 5 to 6 weeks before. So once I get that, I'm always training all year round, but once I get that call, I really lock in. And that's where it goes to what you said, how you prepare. So how I prepare is basically I put myself in jail, in other words.
That's how it gotta be.
Right.
At the end of the day.
If you want to win, if you want to succeed.
Everything gotta get cut off.
No distractions.
Right? No distractions. And that cutting off everything, basically sacrificing. What are you sacrificing when you getting ready for a fight?
I'm sacrificing seeing family members, loved ones. I'm sacrificing food. I'm on a very strict diet.
And you love food.
I love food. I love food. I love food to the people don't understand. I should be like a fat person how much I love food. I'm sacrificing that because I fight at 140 pounds, but I'm a pretty big 140. Anyone who knows me, I'm a pretty big 140. So I walk around about 165, 166. So I get all the way down to 140. I get really cut. So I'm sacrificing food. Not touching no woman. My girlfriend, she already knows that. You know what I'm saying? No intercourse between the two of us.
How many months? How long is that?
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
5 weeks. I used to do 3 weeks, but my last fight I did 5 weeks, and I liked the way I felt, and you know, so we keeping that 5 weeks.
I like how you said that. You know, you know your body.
Yeah.
You know your body because a lot of the times it takes a little time for you to understand your body.
Well, everything is personal experience, but I tell people like the only thing you should be learning from is personal experience. You shouldn't be listening to lies and rumors and myths. It's like Jada Kiss said, there's more rumors than reality. Mm-hmm. And it's 100% true because you got to really ask yourself, who told you this and where did you learn this from? And does that person have your best interest at heart? Really ask yourself this. Mm-hmm. Really ask yourself this. So the only thing you should be learning from is personal experience.
That's a fact.
If I tell you, Jay, keep going to the right, bro, because this dude has a big left hook. You know what I'm saying? If you go the other way, you're going to run into it. But you never really going to listen to me until you go and jump in the ring and then you run into that left hook. You're going to be like, damn, that nigga was right. I'm a personal experience. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's nothing like personal experience, bro. So that's the main thing I tell everyone, that you got to really, go off that.
I love that example was great. You know,
personal experience, bro. There's nothing like that's the main thing, bro.
I love that example. It's like, yo, they tell you, watch out for the left hook, but you don't understand it until you actually get hit.
And you get clipped, and you start seeing stars for a few seconds. You're like, yo,
damn.
Back
to the you come back to the next. Your fist is taped to the face now.
You know already, bro. Like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's the main thing, bro. I tell people like, yo, personal experience. You know what I'm saying. You gotta learn what it is that works for your body. So yeah, I do that 5 weeks. So the food. No intercourse with the partner, my woman.
How's like dieting for you?
Dieting's very strict diet.
Is it tough? Is it tough for you?
It's tough. You know, it is
one of the toughest things in training for you.
As far as the sacrificing, yeah. As far as because that's one thing that I always think about is food. Yeah. How much I love it. It's not tough as far as like, I mean, I don't starve myself. You know, it's not to that extreme of me starvation. But but I'm not eating nothing that I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not eating no bread. I'm not eating no rice. I'm not eating no types of
no
pasta.
starch.
Right? No starches. Things that I really do like. Pretty much everyone likes. You know,
Yeah.
everyone craves. You know, I'm on a very strict diet. You know, no seasoning in my food. So a lot of water, straight water, water, water. So it's boring. You know, it's
Yeah.
boring. But it's part of, like you
But it's
said,
a
the word
part of
sacrifice.
yeah, it's a part of it's a
The
part of it.
sacrifice, and it
Yeah.
got to be done. And at the end of it all, after you win that fight, you know, it's all part of the sacrifice.
So what all right, so what's one of your favorite things to eat while you're training?
While I'm training or preparing for a fight,
Yeah, like do you have something like you can eat in the morning, you know, or
well, what I'm doing right when I fight is that Monday through Saturday I keep my diet very strict,
yeah.
and then Sunday night I have my cheat meal.
Oh,
Sunday
you
night,
got a cheat meal.
Sunday night, yeah, I eat
Well,
whatever I want.
okay, you eat whatever you want. So during the day while you're fighting, what is? But do you have something that you like to eat when you like when you're cutting weight?
Not really,
Nah. Oh man,
nah,
that's
bro,
not
nothing,
really
bro.
nothing.
Sunday night, I look forward to Sunday nights.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
look forward to Sunday
Okay.
nights. But even Sunday nights, I don't eat
All
nothing.
right. So what's your favorite cheat meal?
Cheat meal is will be
A burger.
a burger, a cheeseburger, some fries,
And it's not gonna be
or
no regular cheeseburger. You gotta get a good burger.
yeah, no bacon though.
No
No
bacon.
bacon though. Nah, no bacon.
Nah.
But or like some penne alla vodka
Mm,
with some
I'm
grilled chicken would be
starving.
nice.
I'm
I love pasta.
I'm hungry right now.
Just thinking about that, right? Opens you up, right?
Yeah, we've been we've been trying to get this going all day.
Yeah, bro. But
I'm starving right now.
we got it going. That's the most important thing, though, right?
That's fire. So all right. So share with us something like a memorable moment that you had in a fight or something significant that happened to you in your career.
A memorable moment in my fight in a fight.
Do you got a memorable moment?
Memorable moment in a fight. I guess you could. My memorable moment in a fight is I mean, all my fights I had different moments, you know, because every fight is different, man. It's like you know, you have a different journey for every fight. Because I always say that no fight is perfect, and I
Yeah.
don't mean in the ring. I mean the preparation
Do you
for
got
it.
something that's like stuck out to you, like that stands out to you, like something that pops in your?
Well, I
What's
got
the
a
first?
couple things I could show you.
Mm.
So I got cauliflower ear. If you see it right here,
You do?
yeah, you don't see how this ear's
Oh
open
shit!
and this ear's not. My 10th pro fight, I got hit with a right hook in my ear.
Oh, I never seen that. That's
Cauliflower, yeah,
great. Yo, that's
yeah.
great. Hold
You
on,
see the
hold on. You
difference?
gotta turn your head to all the way, and keep it right here because I'm gonna zoom in on this. That's crazy. So
And
what happened there?
this is normal here. See, that's the normal ear, so people can see.
Yeah,
That's the normal ear. And this it's not too bad, but it's noticeable. It's definitely
but
cauliflower
I
ear.
never noticed that on you.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
that happened?
My 10th pro fight.
Did you feel it when it happened?
Yeah, he hit me with a right hook. I had my hands tight like this, and he looped right around the
Oh.
guard. The guy, he was a veteran, he had a lot of fights. He looped right around the guard, boom, and he hit me right in my ear. And when he hit me, I didn't get dazed, but I got kind of like not stunned, but it kind of woke me up. The punch, it woke me up, and I remember I heard like a quick ring, like a ring, and then I was in good shape. Though I recovered fast. And I ended up, that was in the second round, he hit me with that punch.
Oh,
And in the
wow.
fourth round, I ended up stopping the guy in the fourth round. But
You know,
my finger is slightly bent for life. See that?
yeah,
See
what
the
happened
difference?
there? Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. I was sparring, preparing for a fight, and I hit a dude with a hard overhand left on top of his head.
You came off
And
wrong.
I didn't hit him with the knuckles. I hit him more with the fingers like this. And he had a hard head, bro. I remember once I hit him, I felt it right away. And I went to the doctor. I went to different surgeons, and they shot needles, everything.
Did you break your finger, or
Nah.
did you just like it just
You
went
see?
out of place and you never put it back?
Basically, and there's really nothing they could. I mean, we could do surgery, but the main thing, as long as I can punch hard, you know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't hurt at all. It just looks funny, you know?
Yeah, it's just yeah.
You can see it.
It
just
heals
looks funny.
wrong.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
So different little things
that
like that.
cauliflower ear kind of like
Cauliflower.
wow.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man.
I never heard of a boxer getting it. That's why
Yeah, it's rare. It's more common for wrestlers and UFC fighters.
he hit you hard in your ear.
Yeah. Well, you know, we fight with 8-ounce gloves, bro. So
Man,
it doesn't take much of a punch. It doesn't take much
but
to
a
hurt
lot
them.
of fighters get hit in their ear. A lot of fighters get hit in the ear. I've never seen that shit.
No.
That's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. All right. So all right, so that's something that's memorable for sure. 100%. Cauliflower ear. You heard it here. So
that's for life.
So let me ask you this. 'Cause I remember not hearing from you for a while,
Mhm.
right? Obviously, we took different paths, and I ended up going to a fight, and I ended up going to a fight in King's
Theater
King's Theater in
in
Flatbush.
Brooklyn. Yep.
Yeah, in Brooklyn, and I remember going on the stage by the ring, and you were fighting. I didn't even know you was fighting, and I ended up going to the stage by the ring, and when I looked inside the ring, I'm like, "That's Mathew." Hell shit, and it bugged me out because
You ever seen me since a kid, right?
I haven't seen him since a kid, and he just looked like the same kid. His head was on a grown man's body.
Yeah.
That's exactly. I'm looking at it like, yo, that's Mathew, and I even had to tap somebody. It was like, yo, that's Mathew. They was like, yeah, and I'm looking at you fight, and all I seen was your little, like, the kid head, your head as a fucking 10-year-old, and but on
On a grown man's body.
on a grown man's body. I was freaking out.
Crazy how
But
time flies, right?
yeah, it was dope to see you. It was dope to see you because I haven't seen you since then, since like 11 years old or whatever. And the next time I see you, you're in the ring fighting. I ain't seen nothing of you on social media, anything, you know. So the next time I see you, I'm at a fight and I see you, I'm like, oh shit, that's Lefty. And I hit somebody up. They was like, yeah, that's Matt. And when you came out, we like, you saw me come. I think you saw me when you came out the ring. I was like, yo, what up? You was like, yo, what up, Jay? And that was it. Like, but then after that, we started to connect. So, you know, what sets you apart from the other boxes in your weight class?
What sets it apart from the other boxers in the weight class?
First off, what is your weight class right now?
I fight at 140 pounds,
140.
super lightweight. Yep.
Yeah.
Super lightweight.
All right, talk your shit. What sets you apart from other?
As far as my, you mean outside the ring or my fighting abilities?
What sets you apart? Yeah, everything about it. What sets you apart from fighters today? From fighters today in your weight class, what sets you apart?
All right, what sets me apart from fighters today? All right, first we can go as far as fighting, right? Sets me apart from fighters today, bro, is my durability. That's one thing about me. I'm very durable. I'm very strong. Anyone who's ever been in the ring with me always says that, you know. And I've been in the ring with the best, literally. Like, I don't say that. A lot of dudes say, "Oh, I've been there with the best." I literally, no exaggeration, been there with the best of the best. So that's one thing that everyone always says about me. My durability, not just my physical strength, but also my punching power. I got power in both hands. So that's one thing that sets me apart. Also, my grit, my determination, my heart. A lot of people don't got that because that's something that you can't teach.
No.
Right? You could teach footwork, fancy footwork. You could teach certain combinations. You could teach defense and things like that. But if a person don't got it in them to fight, they just don't got it in them.
Yeah.
When things get tough, if you fold, that's just you. You know what I'm saying? There's some shook ones and there's crooks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's real life. You are what you are. You can't change that. You can't change that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that definitely sets me apart from everyone else. Is that, you know, when it comes to fighting, I'm a dog. There ain't no quit in me. There ain't no weakness in me. Like, I'm gonna bring it always. Anyone who knows me knows, yo, you going in with him, bro. They can get ready for a fight because it's gonna be a fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be easy. So that's one thing that separates me definitely in the ring. And I'm a southpaw as well. You know, lefty. A lot of people struggle with fighting southpaws. You know, that's an advantage I will always have for the rest of my life, the rest of my career, because I'm a southpaw. You don't see them often. The numbers is like out of every 10 to 15 boxers, there's only one lefty. That's like the average.
Wow.
Yeah, there's not a lot of them. It's very rare. Like,
I'm a lefty, but I fought conventional.
But you fought righty, right?
Yep.
Even if you look at the top boxers in boxing today, like Devin Haney, the guy who fights tomorrow. Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Sabrina Matisse. Those guys are all righties. I'm naming the top guys in my weight right now.
Okay.
Like Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia.
Oh, you talking about
at 140?
Them just being.
Talking about them in general.
Oh yeah.
Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Rollies,
they're all righties.
They're all righties. They're all righties. All of them.
What's a great lefty right now? Who's a great lefty right now?
A great lefty right now. I don't really consider him a great lefty, but he punches hard and he's tough. Is Regis Prograis, which they fight tomorrow night.
Oh, he's a southpaw.
He's a southpaw. Yeah, they fight tomorrow night.
Oh,
he's good.
Okay.
Even though he's not really talented like that. You know what? No, he was a southpaw.
But Lomachenko
is. Yeah, they actually used me to mimic his style when these guys are preparing for a southpaw. When Teofimo Lopez prepared for Lomachenko and Jermaine Ortiz, they both gave Lomachenko. Well, Teofimo beat Lomachenko. Jermaine Ortiz was like this with Lomachenko. He lost by like 1 point. But I was the main sparring partner for both those guys for that fight.
What would you feel about Teofimo? How you feel about like how do you feel about Teofimo not taking the 1.5 million?
It was good.
Yeah.
Good decision.
Yeah,
You
you
want to
think
know
so?
why it's a good decision?
Why?
Because Ryan Garcia is a very, very big name in boxing.
Right.
And people don't really know. But I mean, I'm deep in the box. A lot of people's not that deep in it because I'm actually in it, you know? So Ryan Garcia is not even a world champion.
Yeah.
He never was a world champion. But his fan base, and that's what
base
it comes
carries
down
him.
to, your numbers. You know what I'm saying? It don't really matter how good, how talented you are.
Yeah.
What matters is if you sell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you putting those butts in the seat.
Right.
And you generating that money, that's what promoters really care about, bro. Boxing is a business, you know what I'm saying? It's not about who's tougher, it's not about who's quicker. It's about who's bringing the money. You know what I'm saying? You could be super talented, and if you when you fight, you only bring your mom and one best friend, people don't really care. Yeah. But you could be half-assed, decent, like not even that good, just slightly decent. And if you selling 10,000 tickets plus at the arena, you got 100,000 people tuning in around the world.
Right.
That's what they want to see.
Right.
100,000 people buying your pay-per-view, you know? So Ryan Garcia has that. Ryan Garcia has like 10 million followers on Instagram, something. Real followers, you know? And he has little girls that like him. He has little kids that like him. You know, he be on
he's on
social media.
Yeah, he's on his
very smart marketing. Very smart
right,
marketing, you know what I'm saying? He has that pretty boy look, which he's easier to sell. So when he fights, he's bringing in the numbers, you know what I'm saying? So if you fight him, you basically hitting the lotto.
Yeah.
When Tank fought him, Tank made I think like $10 million. Yeah, but like
Tank is Tank though.
Tank is a big name. But Teofimo is also a big name.
Tank is Tank though.
But if Tank got 10 million, you don't think Teofimo should be at least qualified for half of that, 5 to 6 million minimum? Remember, Teofimo is a 2-time world champion, 2 different weight classes.
I would not 6. So
you don't say 4 or 5 minimum? You really think he's worth $1 million? That's insane, bro.
Not 1 million.
Yeah, that's how much they offer him.
1.5. 1.5 they offered him. But if I was T.O. and I was I don't know if he's having trouble getting a fight or whatever the case may be, but if it wasn't 1.5, I would definitely do for 2 because I know I can beat Ryan for sure. He could beat Ryan. He could knock Ryan out.
Yeah,
he'll beat the shit out of Ryan.
Definitely.
That's what I feel. So if he's having trouble, you know, getting the kind of money that he wants, all right, cool. If it ain't 1.5, try to shoot for the 2. If you can get the 2, go into the ring and beat the shit out of Ryan because Ryan is not that good. He is not that good. He's not that talented. And now you're gonna be on the stage with all of these people that follow Ryan. You're gonna be on a stage where he has, like you said, 10 million followers on Instagram, millions of followers all over the place that's watching this kid. And he's not even that hot. I mean, he's not even that good and I'm not taking anything from Ryan either because he got to where he got to, how he got there.
Right. He obviously got something to get there, right?
He actually, yeah, right. You need something to get there. It ain't like you ain't no bum. You ain't
right,
gonna be no bum. But somebody like a T.O. is, to me, 10 times better than him.
Yeah, super skillful.
You know what I mean? So, all right, let's get in the ring. All right, cool. Y'all don't want to give me this? This is going to be an easy fight for me because I think that's an easy fight for Teofimo.
Right. Yeah.
That's easy. That's easy money, I think. Let's take the money, and then from there on out, okay, cool. 5, 6, $10 million now. Because you saw what I did to him. If I'm gonna now the next, that's how I'm thinking. You know, if it's gonna be that hard for me to get, you know, more than 2 million, more than 1.5 or whatever to fight Ryan. Ryan is easy work. You know, that's how I'm just thinking about it. Take that as an opportunity to shine in front of all these people.
Yeah, he's just looking at like he knows his worth, you know what I'm saying? Because
I get that.
He was technically undisputed. In all reality, which they took that from him, which was not cool, man. I don't know if you know the backstory on that. That they emailed Devin Haney his belt. They literally emailed it to him. Literally, no exaggeration. They emailed him a belt, and Lomachenko had the WBC and all the other belts. He beat Lomachenko for all those belts, and then they tried to say that, oh, no, he was emailed the real belt. You know, saying franchise champion, you still got to beat him to become undisputed, which was crazy to me, bro. Because how the hell, me personally, bro, I wouldn't want a belt emailed to me. That's disrespectful. That's like boxing's about you know, leaving a legacy behind also. You know what I'm saying? When you have children and grandchildren and your close friends and your family and, you know, kids that you inspire all over the world, you want them to look at you like, He earned that championship. He took that belt from a champion. He took it from him. That's mine. Stripped it from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you really do it. That's how is the most respectable and admirable way how to do it. Not getting an email to me. I don't want it, bro. Keep it then.
Yeah.
That's me personally. I don't want a belt emailed to me. I want to take it from a champion.
You know the era that we living in today. You gotta be marketable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's one of the. I think that not even this era. Like in every era, first off, you got to be marketable in every era. That's number one. And these 10 years ago, I believe 10 years ago the fighters was just much more rugged, much more
Than today.
Yeah, I think better. Period.
So much more money in boxing now. That's what it is.
It's a lot more. It's a lot more money in boxing now, but the talent is not what it was 10 years ago. You know what I mean? When Floyd was fighting.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're talking about the Floyd Mayweather era, right?
Yeah, that Floyd era, the era before him, the De La Hoya era,
Shane Mosley, De La Hoya, Fernando Vargas, Trinidad.
That era was different. That era was different. Now, okay, cool. It's a lot more money, so they want to. They want to look for the people that's marketable. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for people that's marketable. Number two, if you're not that marketable, right? Because I don't know what is marketable in this boxing world, but obviously common sense is common sense. If you're not that marketable, you got to fight your way through.
Yeah.
And there's people like Crawford that did that.
Literally, he's a perfect example.
He's the perfect example.
He's not marketable, but
he fought his way through, and now you can't tell him nothing.
Yeah, he puts on performances that you tune that he earned that. He earned it. Yeah.
I remember we went to a Crawford fight. We didn't even pay attention to the fight. Well, I didn't. We went. That's what the day Teofimo became champion.
Knocked the Rich Combat. Yeah.
We didn't pay. I didn't pay attention to like that was the day. I think that was not you introduced me to basically the Teofimo that day because like you was like, yo, that's Teo. He's nice, whatever. Woo,
right.
woo, woo. And I watched a little bit, but there was so much going on in the garden.
And there wasn't much to see because he knocked him out like in 2 rounds. Yeah.
Right, he knocked him out, and then we didn't even pay attention to. I ain't pay attention to Crawford fight. Yeah. Did you? A little bit. I know who Terence Crawford is. You know what I'm saying? We all do.
Yeah.
Like I knew him coming out, but he was the main event.
The main event, yeah, exactly.
He was the main event, and I
in the big garden,
in the big boy, room. Right? In the big room. I didn't pay attention to Crawford like that, you know. And I'm not saying that it wasn't for any reason, but because Crawford is nasty. But it's a different aura that I think certain fighters have, like a Tank, Devin.
Tank definitely got
Tank
that. Tank is literally a complete package, bro. As far as his boxing ability, as far as punching power, speed, slickness, defense, chin, like literally, he's footwork. He's not lacking on nothing.
Nah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, it's either you're gonna be, and he got the whole package.
He does 100%.
He got the whole package.
He does.
But then there's fighters that may not have, everything, but they're gonna fight their way through and have that Rocky story, kind of like Crawford. You know what I mean? Like Crawford, and who else can you like
name that? What? That's not that marketable.
That made it through. I mean, shit. There's a ton of fighters that.
Well, Regis Prograis tomorrow night. He's a perfect example, bro.
Yeah, he's
his first fight. He fought for $1. He showed it. He got a check.
Wow.
He fought for $1 his first fight, bro.
Wow, I didn't know that.
He fought for $1 his first fight. He posted a video. $1 his first fight, and then tomorrow night he's making I believe $4 or $5 million tomorrow. 4 or 5, one of those.
Wow. Yeah.
So it went from literally that to that. So it just shows you know what I'm saying? You got to start always, like what we spoke on earlier. You got to start, in the beginning, you make nothing most of the time and whatever.
In anything, right? And
yeah.
If you're an entrepreneur, if you come
whatever
boxing is like entrepreneurship.
Basically, yeah, because you're your own brand.
Yeah.
You're your own business.
Yeah.
So you're trying to, skyrocket your way up, rise fast.
Damn, I didn't know that.
For $1, literally. Yep.
He
got it hard. He had it very hard. That's why he was telling that Haney in the press. He was like, "Yo, I really suffer, man. Like I know what it is to, what I'm saying.
Wow.
Really need to eat, like for real. Like no money. I know what it is. You don't know what that is. So
he's from
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. $4 for $1. Damn.
Yeah, well, because in the beginning, it's not about the money.
It ain't about the money.
The beginning,
but you ain't fight for my first pro fight. That wasn't no $1.
Right. in the beginning, bro.
That's kind of crazy for somebody to even go in the ring and know. Like it's like I think it's more like a mind. It's like more like a mind
because
fuck.
this boxing is so dangerous, bro.
Yeah,
You
son,
risking
so you
your
gonna
life
give like, yo, I'm gonna give you $1. So he had to have, man, that's crazy. I ain't know that about him.
for $1, literally.
Wow. That's inspiring. That's a
Yeah.
crazy story.
And then he talks about when he was already double digit as a pro. He was fighting on Showbox, and he was only getting $10,000 a fight. And to him, that was so much money to him. Which $10,000 is really not a lot of money. It's not.
It's not, but that
But
goes
if you're
back
fighting
to
for $1,
that goes back to not being marketable and fighting your way through. Now look at him. You know, I think they did amazing with this press conference for tomorrow.
The whole promotion for the fight, the whole build up, yeah,
was great. Yep. You know, that's what I'm talking. That type of shit is what I'm talking about. Facts. It's like how much you getting for tomorrow?
4 to 5.
But like he ain't fighting Ryan Garcia.
All right, Devin Haney.
He fighting Devin Haney. That's my point.
And you know what's funny, bro? Devin Haney is actually a much more safer fight than Ryan Garcia.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, Jay, seriously, you know why I say that, bro?
I'm not agreeing. Haney.
But I'm gonna tell you why.
It's not even about liking Devin Haney.
Well, let me tell you why. All right, then you could
okay, go ahead, go.
You respond. The reason why I say he's much more of a less dangerous fight than Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia is 20-something wins, 1 loss. His loss obviously the Tank, and 20-something knockouts. He only has a few decisions. He really knocks people out, bro. Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney doesn't knock anybody out.
So you talking about knockout power? That's what you talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about your safety in the ring, bro. I'm talking about when you fight Devin Haney, you're gonna go home safe. You're gonna go home to make love to your girl. No. You're gonna go home and have dinner with your family. Yo, you fight Ryan Garcia, bro. You're gonna go to a hospital, bro. Seriously, it sounds funny, bro, but it's the reality of the matter.
No, I get what you say because Ryan got a
he's very defensive, Devin Haney, but he's very defensive.
Man,
and he don't have
Ryan is nowhere near Devin Haney. Nowhere near Devin Haney. Right. I don't care what nobody says.
All right, we'll keep it like this.
He got a nice left hook that he just stopped somebody with last week.
Yeah.
Right. He got
that dude was toughy for, bro.
Yeah, okay, but he was a bum too. You saw how slow he was. He was telling me for Ryan.
Yo, Jay, if you what I'm saying is this, bro, right?
Nah.
If you fight Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, right? And I'm not saying literally you. I'm speaking hypothetically.
Me, cause me. If I was to fight right now in this era, I'm fucking up everybody. I'll probably have a problem with Tank.
All right, listen. All right, let's say in general, right? If you go and fight in general, an average person, right? Let's say an average boxer, right? An average boxer. An average boxer goes and fights Ryan Garcia. 90% of the you got a 95% chance, bro. You're gonna either fall on your face or on your back, and you're gonna go see the hospital. You're gonna go to the hospital after the fight. You fight Devin Haney, bro. There's a 5% chance.
He's fighting bums. Ryan is fighting bums. Devin Haney is fighting way better fighters than what Ryan is. No?
Devin Haney is supposed to be fighting way better fighters because Devin Haney is 30-something and no as a pro. But he got way more fights than Ryan Garcia. First off, he got way more fights than Ryan Garcia. And second off, he's been pro way longer than Ryan Garcia, bro. Way longer. You got to remember, I don't know if people don't really know, bro. Like Devin Haney's turned pro at 16 years old in Mexico.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Yeah. So he's young, 25 years old, yeah, but he's been pro for almost a decade, bro. Yeah. Like he's been pro a long time.
Devin is somebody that definitely I see improving every fight.
Yeah, he gets better. Yeah.
I don't see a lot of fighters improving the way
Shakur does as well.
Let's not even talk about Shakur.
Well, you know what's funny about talking about Shakur? He fought Edwin De Los Santos his last fight, right? That's my guy, bro. That's my dude.
He's nice.
Edwin De Los Santos, that's my guy. I sparred him. The Edwin De Los Santos upset Rayo, Jose Venezuela. Jose Venezuela was like a 16-1 favorite when he fought Edwin De Los Santos, bro. I sparred Edwin De Los Santos for that fight, and I told everyone, bro. Rayo was this big time PBC hyped up prospect, like he's gonna be the next big thing. He was knocking everybody out, and I told everybody, bro. I said, "Yo, that kid, Edwin De Los Santos, got a very, very good shot at beating Jose Venezuela." And people was like, "Oh, you crazy? I never even heard of that Dominican dude. Where the hell he came from? DR or whatever." They was like talking,
he's
trying to downplay him.
He's a beast. Shout out to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, and they was trying to like downplay him, bro. And I'm like, "Yo, I'm telling you, that dude." I'm like, "Bro, I've been in the ring with a lot of big punchers, and he's the hardest puncher I've been in the ring with, bro. Edwin De Los Santos, he's the hardest puncher I've ever been in the ring with. So I already knew watching him, being in the ring with him, sparring him, for 8 straight rounds. I already knew that he was gonna give Shakur trouble because I'm a southpaw like Shakur. I'm big and I'm strong. I'm bigger than Shakur and I'm stronger than Shakur. So I already know, and I can take a punch, bro. So I know, yo, if I'm feeling your power, this dude Shakur is definitely gonna feel his power, bro. So I already knew, like when they fight, he was gonna be gun shy. I told everyone, bro. People was thinking I was gonna be Arturo Gotti and Mayweather all over again, like he was gonna massacre him, bro. I said, yo, but I do. Edmund De Los Santos is quick. He's sharp. He punches very hard. He's that's not gonna no easy fight for Shakur, bro, at all, and it showed.
I don't know why people compare Shakur to Floyd.
Yeah, there's no comparison. I mean, the only type of comparison I can say with them is that they're both
boxers. That's what.
Well, they both make their opponents miss like most of the majority of their punches.
Okay, that's it.
But besides that, there's no real comparison. Even the way they stand, Shakur's a southpaw. Like Mayweather's is an orthodox. I'm saying it's not really.
I'm not gonna even say, but I don't want to put no negativity on this about anything.
Yeah, that Shakur's nice. So
Shakur is super nice. Yeah, but if I had a top 5, he'd be number 5.
You have Devin Haney in front of him?
1,000%. Don't even play with me.
That's crazy.
1,000%.
That's crazy.
1,000%.
You got Devin Haney in front of him.
Yeah, I got 5 fighters in front of him. 1,000%. For multiple reasons.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, no, it's not insane.
They got Devin Haney in front of him.
It's not insane. At all.
That's crazy, bro.
It's not insane. Why is it insane?
That you have Devin Haney in front of him?
Why is it insane?
But you know, Devin Haney never even fought a champion, bro.
Why
until he fought Kambosos?
Why is it insane?
I just don't see how you. At least Shakur went out there and actually collected them belts, bro. Like he beat Joey Gonzalez, he beat Jamel Herring. Like he actually went around collecting belts. Oscar Valdez, which was the Team Canelo.
He pissed me off with Oscar Valdez because I put money on
Oscar Valdez.
I put money on Shakur.
Okay, yeah.
To knock Oscar Valdez out.
Oh no, I knew he wasn't knocking him out, bro.
He had him knocked out, and he didn't. Right there is when I said, "Oh, he ain't got a killer instinct."
Yeah, you don't have. Yeah, no, of course not. Yeah,
and that's what I don't like. That's what I'm like. Yo, what the like? Every great Floyd killer instinct, Zab killer instinct. You know, I mean, we could go on and on. Sugar Shane killer instinct, De La Hoya killer instinct, Trinidad killer instinct. Yeah,
when you see that dude hurt, you gotta get him out of there, bro.
Nigga, Haney got a killer instinct. Nigga, Tank got a killer instinct.
What makes you think Haney got a killer instinct? Who have you ever seen Haney kill?
He may not have the power that everybody talk about, but he gonna go after it.
Well, one thing I respect about Haney, bro, honestly, seriously, because I want like Haney, but I don't want this podcast to sound like I'm a Haney hater, bro. Because I'm not. I like Haney.
I'm not a Shakur hater, but we just, you know.
Haney's cool. Yo, Haney got a very good jab. One thing about him, he has a very good jab. He has good footwork, and he's smart in the ring in the aspect as he knows where he's at always. If you watch him fight, like he knows when to tie you up.
He's super smart.
He knows when to, you know what I'm saying? Like he knows where he's at.
And he ain't hopping on that bike running around the ring all day for 2 rounds, 3 rounds. He's not doing that.
Yeah, he's
gonna fight.
So I give him that, you know what I'm saying? I definitely give Haney credit for that.
Come on.
But as far as damn, I lost train of thought. We was talking about
we were talking about just the you said you didn't want to be a Devin Haney hater.
I like it because he got a good jab, he got good movement. He knows when to clinch up, which he does a lot.
You a funny guy.
He does a lot, bro.
Funny guy.
No, but box, yo, bro.
All right, he does a lot. But I didn't mean Shakur do.
Hold on,
what did Shakur do with that last fight?
I didn't mean, yo, bro.
I was so mad that last fight.
I didn't mean to say it like that because holding is a part of boxing, bro. It is because you're never supposed to let your man get off. You're never supposed to let your man get off. So whenever you in the ropes on the corner, or if you know he's coming with a big shot, you should tie your man up. You should. So I ain't gonna say it like that.
All right, so. All right, let's because we can get into a bunch of boxing like talk, but that was good. I love that, and I love that what you said about Regis. I didn't know about that dollar. You know, his first pro fight being $1. I think that's super fire. It just the story. It makes the story even better. So how do you handle the mental aspect of the sport, right? Because they a lot of people don't understand that boxing is, I believe, right, that boxing is 90% mental, 10% physical, or even 98% mental, and 2% physical, right?
Facts,
And
big
people
facts.
people don't a lot of people don't understand that
Yeah, they
because they
can't relate
just
to
see
it.
physical
Yeah,
stuff.
they don't know.
All right, so how do you handle that, the mental aspect of things? Like whenever you get hurt, whenever you're going even training, because you got to train hard to fight
Yeah, you
easy,
gotta
right? So
condition yourself. Yeah.
yeah, what's your mental behind everything? Like, how do you prepare mentally for things? Oh, and how do you first? How do you prepare mentally for things?
Well, preparing mentally for things is that you gotta know how when your body is asking for, when your body basically, when you feel like you're almost done, when your body asking to quit, when your body feels like, yo, I can't go no more, you got to know that you can also always push more, because the mind quits before the body. That's the main thing, point blank simple. The mind quits before the body. So a lot of people try to hit as soon as, like when people go to the gym, for example, right? People will say, let's say they do 10 pull-ups a set, right? As soon as they hit the eighth, ninth pull-up, they start feeling uncomfortable and they'll quit. They'll jump off the bar, but they didn't really hit that point of exhaustion where they really in excruciating pain. They didn't hit that because they just don't want to. They don't want to put themselves through that. So you gotta know the difference between uncomfortable and exhaustion. So exhaustion will be like, yo, 15, 16 pull-ups. Like remember Rocky 3 when Mr. T was training for Rocky?
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, he was on the rings and I'm sorry, not on the ring. He was on a little piece of rope doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
And he was screaming that pain. That's how much pain he was. He was like, ah, pull-ups still going.
Now, you say that you just brought up a quote from Muhammad Ali. He says he don't start counting his sit-ups until he starts feeling the pain.
Yeah, because that's
when it counts.
If Floyd says if it ain't burning, it ain't working.
Yeah.
Point blank simple with everything, you know what I'm saying? So whenever you go into training, you're supposed to be uncomfortable.
Right.
You're supposed to feel pain. You're supposed to want to quit. That's normal when you do that. That way when you go into actual battle, it's a lot easier because you prepare so much harder.
Right.
I heard Kobe Bryant say this, when I go out to play, even though he plays basketball, it's a little different.
But now it's the same. It's
the
same
preparation
mindset.
aspect, preparation.
It's the same mindset.
But when he goes out and plays his games, he says that he prepares so hard that when he goes out there, he has no doubts in his mind because he knows he prepared harder 1,000 times already. So when he goes out there to do it, you know what I'm saying, there's no doubts in his mind. So yeah, you just got to be willing to push yourself to the max and not be scared of pain. Let's say, no, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be difficult, but that's what you got to do if you want to win. And that's not for boxing. That's just in life, period.
Life.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to push yourself to be uncomfortable, man.
Mm-hmm.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah, get comfortable. Life starts right outside of your comfort zone.
Yep,
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's really good. So, so have you ever been in a situation in a fight yet where it's just like a lot of like high pressure, and you had to like regroup and focus and you probably got hit with a good shot, and I'm not talking about the cauliflower. Like, you probably got hit with a good shot and got dazed, and you had to you thought about your whole career real quick. Like, oh shit, let me get it. Have you ever been in a situation like that?
Well, my last fight, I know you didn't go to that fight.
I heard about it.
I fought June 29th in Sony Hall in Times Square. And that was actually the first time in my career that I was on the B-side for a fight.
I know, man. Congratulations on that.
Yo, A-side, B-side. For guys, though, who don't know professional boxing, A-side is basically the favorite.
Yeah.
So that's the guy who's supposed to win. The B-side is the guy who's basically coming to take an L, in other words.
Right.
So they make you walk out second. You know what I'm saying? They give you the blue tape. The favorite gets the red tape. The favorite walks out second like the champion. So that was the first time in my career, because all my fights before then, I'm 13-0 right now as a pro. All my fights before then, I've always been the A side, that guy. Right. This is the first time, like, in a championship fight, like, I gotta walk out first. I'm in the ring. I'm hearing them announce him. I'm seeing him come up the steps, going through the ropes. I'm hearing a lot of people in the crowd screaming for him. So that was definitely a new experience for me. Fighting a guy that's I'm in his backyard as well, and he has a lot of people there who want to see him win, and he can't. He's basically like, yo, I can't let these people down, and I'm like, I can't let my people down, So it was a local war. It was a local war, literally.
How was that for you? How was it for you?
It was definitely a new experience. I never experienced nothing like that before. Not on the professional level. In the amateur level, you fight local guys all the time.
But it's different in the pros.
Yeah, in the pro level, pro atmosphere is way different, and then fighting a guy like that. Yeah, I overcame, and that was my first fight in 2 years.
Yeah,
I took a 2-year layoff, and I still overcame. Yeah, I did what I had to do.
I heard when I seen you come out second, because I seen pictures and stuff like that, and I seen that you was. I said to myself, "Oh shit, he on the B side."
Yeah,
and that changes the game. That changes everything.
Yeah, and if you watch that, I mean, that fight, right? A lot of people don't really know, like, that fight right there, I felt like I had so much pressure on me. The reason why you put the pressure thing up is because I knew that if the fight was close, they was gonna give it to him.
Yeah,
I
because
knew
he's
that,
the
bro.
A side.
Right, I knew that. So if you watch that fight, right, like I wasn't even coming in behind the jab.
Yeah.
I wasn't even doing none of that. I was literally just trying to get close to him and land one big shot because I knew if I touch him, I could hurt him.
Yeah.
I knew it.
That was at 140.
140, yeah. 140 exactly before that.
Yeah.
I knew if I touch him, I could hurt him.
So did you give him his first loss?
No, his second loss. He had one loss. I gave him a second loss.
How come they put you the B side?
Oh, because this is a brand new promotion. It's called Boxing Insider.
Okay.
They're working with Lou DiBella as well. You know, Lou DiBella's been in boxing for a long time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so
they
he was
doing
with them?
shows in New York, and that kid was already fighting on shows with them in the past. I never
Okay.
fought with them, so they was bringing him back, and they offered me the fight, and because they basically was trying to do like 50-50 competitive matchups.
Yeah.
So they offered me the fight, asked me if I'll be willing to fight him. He just fought on their last card, he won, so they was bringing him back, and I was like, yeah, of course. You know, I seen him fight. I seen his record. I knew I could beat him.
You took it.
I was like, yeah, 100%. Even though I knew the cards were stacked against me, I already knew, like,
You
yo,
took it though.
I already knew
That
how
was
the fight was gonna play out. Basically, in other words, and I knew I had it. I just had to stick to my game plan.
That was a big win.
Big win, yeah, because it's first time. You know,
That was a big win
saying,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a big win because you haven't been in the ring for a while. What, 2 years?
21 months. Yeah,
21 months. He was on the A side. You was on the B side.
Mhm.
He had all his people. That was a huge win. I know
Huge
you
win, yo.
felt incredible.
Yeah.
I know you ate something good after
Yeah,
that.
hell yeah. But it was cool because we and him, we both had a lot of people there. You know, so that place was the atmosphere was crazy.
Damn,
man.
I wish
Both
I went
of
to
us had
that.
A lot of people there. Yeah,
I can't believe I missed that, man.
the next one, bro. The next one.
Where was that at?
Times Square, 46th Street, Sony Hall.
Word?
Yeah, 46th Street, Sony Hall.
Oh, wow. Oh, that was popping.
Yeah. It was nice. Packed, very packed.
That's fire.
Yep.
So, man, what do you see as your greatest strength in the ring? Like, what do you see as like your greatest attribute in the ring?
My greatest attribute in the ring is just the ability to break guys down. I don't know if you see Sabriel Matisse fight.
Who?
Sabriel Matisse.
No.
You never seen him fight, Jay?
Maybe I have.
Well, he's the champ at 140 right now. He has the IBF.
Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dark Sam Puerto Rican. All his fights are knockouts.
Yeah.
Literally, he killed the Russian.
Yeah, I just seen that fight. Yep.
Yeah, he killed the Russian.
Yeah.
And his if you watch him fight, his ability to break his opponent down.
Yeah, he's
break
a beast.
them down. Yeah, because he don't really have one punch knockout power.
No.
Like he don't hit you.
It
one
look
punch
like he
and
do.
slice you. No, I mean he hits very hard.
Yeah.
But he breaks guys down. When I
Yeah.
say breaks guys down, I mean he hits you with combinations, boom, 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 and to the point where you getting hit so much that either the corner stops it, throws in the towel, the referee stops it.
What happened?
The last fight 2 weeks ago on the Benavidez undercard. The corner stops it, or the opponent will just literally quit. That's what happened. Like I just don't want to fight no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's basically that's something that I do have because I'm strong physically. I can take a good punch. I'm durable. I'm a southpaw, and I also hit hard. You know what I'm saying? I break guys down when I fight.
You find that you throw a lot of combinations.
Right. That's the reason why on my last fight, this dude I fought, he was on a bicycle because he felt the power right away.
He was
first round,
like Shakur.
Yeah, literally, just like that. Literally,
You
he felt the power for the first round.
You see?
And if you watch his other fights, he doesn't really do that.
How can you say he could beat Devin? You say it literally, just like that.
How he could beat that? Well, you know,
no, we didn't have to.
We're not gonna go back into that.
We had to get to that. I was just messing around. That's fire. So you break them down. You think that's one of your biggest attributes? You break them down.
The ability
to
combinations. Break the guy down. Yep.
Yeah, tough, big ass head.
I can take a really good shot.
Right.
My head's really big, bro. Like palm my head. You see how big it is? My head's huge, bro.
All right, so man,
Yeah,
all right,
huge.
that's good. So so I think I asked this question, like, who's your biggest inspiration or mentor in your boxing journey?
My biggest inspiration or mentor in my boxing journey? To be honest, bro, I don't really have one. You know what I'm saying? It's like when people ask me if I have a favorite boxer.
I was just about to say that. Do you got a favorite boxer?
Nah, you know what it is, bro? It's crazy, man, because I tell people all the time, bro, there's so many good fighters out there. There's so many good fighters out there, bro, that it's crazy. Like, you can't just say, oh, that's my favorite fighter, or oh, that's the best fighter, because, it goes all the way back to old school fighters, man. Like, Sugar Ray Robinson and George Foreman and all these guys, man, like Joe Frazier, like how you gonna say that this guy is better than that guy, or that guy would have beat this guy, or this guy's your favorite? You can't really say that, man. There's so many good fighters out there
All
in
right,
the
so
history, bro.
all right, so let's I want you to pick out of each fighter that I say.
Okay.
All right. Um, Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson?
If they're fighting one another,
You got to pick whatever, anything about them.
Ali.
Ali. Any reason why?
Ali's toughness and grit is like no other fighter before. I was actually talking to Kel about this recently.
Okay.
Yo, people don't know. Muhammad Ali, bro, I don't know. You probably don't even know this, Jay. Muhammad Ali fought 14 rounds with a broken jaw. 14 rounds with a broken
he was
jaw,
different.
bro.
He was different.
Ken Norton broke his jaw in the first round, and he used to fight 15 rounds back then. Ken Norton broke his jaw in the first round. His corner said, yo, champ, we're going to stop it. You know what I'm saying? Your jaw's broken. And he said, nah, don't stop this fight. For 15 rounds like that. Do you really think these punks nowadays will fight 15 rounds, 12 rounds with broken jaw?
No.
Absolutely
No.
not. Right.
It's a different. It's different. It's just different.
Right. So, yeah, Ali.
Sugar Ray Robinson or Roy Jones?
That's a hard one, man. I'm going to say, to be honest, but I'm going to say Roy Jones. And people might think I'm crazy about this. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because Sugar Ray Robinson was a very good fighter. I've seen highlights of his, and he was ahead of his time for that particular era, like with fighters. He was ahead of his time. But comparing his skill set to Roy Jones' skill set, like Roy Jones used to do things that no one does. No one did. Literally, his athleticism was on a million.
Right.
So I'm gonna pick Roy on that one.
Okay. Manny Pacquiao or Roberto Duran?
Roberto Duran.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Floyd Mayweather or Oscar De La Hoya?
That's a joke, man. Next question. Floyd, come on, man.
Floyd is number one on everything.
Nah, I think they'll give me like a
Floyd. All right, wait, hold up. All right, so Floyd Mayweather or I don't even know who to compare Floyd to. Floyd Mayweather or
you could have said Roberto Duran, but you said him already.
No, all right. So Floyd Mayweather or Sugar Shane or
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
That's a good one. That's tough.
Floyd or Sugar Ray?
That's tough. Damn, man, that's really, really hard, bro. I would say, damn, I was as who would win in a fight.
Your favorite?
I would say I would favor Floyd, but I think Sugar Ray is a little better as far as his ability to put combinations together and move around the ring.
So Oscar or Sugar Shane?
Sugar Shane all day.
Yeah. All right.
Hell yeah.
Those fights were incredible.
Yeah,
I look at them kind of even. Yeah.
But he's a better fighter though.
Sugar Shane. Evander Holyfield or George Foreman?
Yo, you know what's crazy? Evander Holyfield is literally one of the most underrated heavyweights.
Yo,
bro.
Insane.
I brought him to Brooklyn, Evander Holyfield.
Insane.
Damn. Nah, I say George, man. George was a killer.
Did you ever see that fight with them two?
They never fought.
George Foreman and Evander? Yes, they did.
They fought, bro?
Bro, you got to watch that fight.
Watch after this.
Oh, my God.
Literally. Who won?
Oh, my God.
Evander?
I think Evander won.
So
I think Evander, because I was just watching it the other day, but I was watching a lot of highlights of it. Yeah,
I had no idea they fought, bro.
It's crazy. We could put it on the TV right now. Like, matter of fact, you got the remote on you? Mm-hmm. Put the real quick. You'll see it. You probably did see it. While you look for it, let me Julio Cesar Chavez or Canelo?
Julio Cesar Chavez or Canelo? Ah, damn, that's a tough one, man. That one's gonna go to the same exact thing I said before, and I don't mean to be annoying when I say this, but I think Canelo's a better fighter, skill wise, but in a real fight, I would favor Chavez. So it kind of like it's hard, man. You know, it's hard. But I like both of them. Is Canelo's gonna go down as an all-time great as well, legend.
Put yeah, just put
versus Evander Holyfield.
just Evander. I would just put Evander or whatever. E. Where is that being?
Wow, I had no idea they fought,
Oh
bro.
my!
That's crazy
And
to
this is
me.
in HD too.
How did I know this?
You can just let it play while we continue to record. Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy. And if you listen to it, the punches was just bombs.
Wow, man. That's insane.
So, all right. We got Evander Holyfield versus George Foreman on the screen right now. Marvin Hagler or Bernard Hopkins?
Marvin Hagler. All
Okay.
day.
Lennox
baby.
Lewis or Tommy Fury or Fury?
Lennox Lewis or Tommy?
Or Fury. No, not Tommy.
Tyson.
Tyson, my bad. Tommy is wild. Tommy is wild.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Tyson is a beast.
Tyson. He ain't look at his last fight, but he's a beast.
Shut this off because you ain't gonna be able to pay attention. Shut this off. Watch this later. This is a beast fight, bro. This is a beast fight. All right. Yeah, that's it. We go. So you said who? Fury or
Fury over Lewis.
Or
Fury over Lewis.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. All right, so how do you balance? Oh, this is good. How do you balance your personal life with the demands of being a professional boxer?
Yeah, so it all works out for me pretty well because I'm also a trainer. As far as I train a lot of kids. I train people to get in shape. So I do the personal training thing as well, as far as dealing with a lot of children, very young. I start them at 4 years old, literally. And I work them, I have from 4 years old all the way up to literally 50-something year olds I work with. So it works for me because I'm always in the gym, So I could literally, train my people, do whatever I got to do with them. And then I could literally just, change right after and just go to work from there. Or I could do my thing, do my training, shower in the gym, change, and then I'm able to work with my people.
Your whole life is boxing.
So I'm always in the gym. Yeah, I'm always in the gym. So it works out very well for me. And I'm fortunate for that because a lot of fighters got two things. One thing is they either got to go to outside their job. Let's say they're doing construction or they're working for
and that's tough
their
to
family's business, whatever they're doing.
It's
then
tough.
they got to come home, get their bag ready, They go to the gym.
People do it.
Gym, come home.
But it's tough.
It's tough though. And then other fighters, they just don't work. You know what I'm saying? They literally just focus on boxing, which is tough to do unless you're at the elite level. Because if you're not at an elite level, and I say elite level, I mean like the 1% of boxers, like Ryan Garcia and Shakur and all these guys, then those guys are making millions of dollars. So they can fight once or twice a year and live well off.
Yeah.
But if you fighting for 10,000, 15, 20,000, and you fighting 3 times a year, 50, 60,000, it's tough to live on that in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard.
They say you got to be rich just to be poor in New York.
They say that they say 100,000 is just making it, right?
Being a millionaire is the new middle class.
In New York,
yeah, $1 million shit. 100,000 it's really nothing. But yeah, So can you talk? Have you had any setbacks in your setbacks that you faced? Any challenges? And if so, can you speak on that?
Yeah, setbacks. I definitely face a lot of setbacks right now because one of the setbacks, like I told you, I went 21 months without fighting, man.
Yeah, that's
that was
definitely
a big
setback.
And it really wasn't my fault. I mean, I'm a man up about it.
But how'd you how'd you deal with it though?
It was tough because I really wanted to be active and I needed to be active because boxing is a sport that you have to stay sharp. You have to stay relevant. That's the key, bro. Staying relevant in the sport of boxing, keeping your name, staying talked about, keeping that buzz going, keeping the fans interested, keeping people saying your name, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So when you're not fighting, it's kind of dead, So it was tough, man. So I had to really force myself to stay in the gym and keep working and things like that because when you don't have a fight coming up for a lot of boxers, it's hard to be motivated because you look at it like, yo, why the hell am I going to the gym for if I don't even have a fight coming up? You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of pointless. Even though you can learn more and be better in the gym, but it's looking at like, yo, nah, I'd rather go make some money doing this or I'd rather go enjoy myself doing that. I'm not gonna go to no gym. I'm not fighting for the next, 2-3 months, whatever it may be.
Right.
So it was kind of hard. So you just got to be disciplined. That's when discipline comes into key plays.
So what was one of the things that like helped you overcome it?
One of the things that helped me overcome it was
What did you have anything to overcome, or was just really the whole like just trying to get a fight again and trying to get motivated?
a fight again. And I always knew, bro. Like I always knew I was gonna do big things.
Yeah.
I always knew that, and I know to this day, you know, my journey hasn't even really started yet.
Yeah.
It's starting now, which I feel good
Facts.
about. I'm in my prime right now in my life.
You training with who now?
Kelly Richardson, the same
Yeah.
man we started with.
Yes, sir.
Jim U.
That's fire.
Me and Kel, we just partnered back up about 3 months ago.
Yeah. How you feel about that?
It's good. You know why I say it's good with me and Kel? Because I heard Floyd say it one time. Floyd said, you know, I started with my dad and I'm gonna finish with my dad. You know, because he finished his last fight with his dad in his corner. But Floyd's all his fights, he had his uncle.
Yeah.
But his last couple fights, he had his dad.
Yeah.
So it's good to start with the guy, you know, finish with the guy you started with, and a person who knows you well.
Yeah.
A person who knows you well. I heard Roy Jones talk about that. He says, find you a trainer that understands boxing, that knows how to separate different DNAs, different body types, different, you know, personalities, that know how to use what God made you. Whatever God made for you, bless you with, whatever gifts that is, whether it's speed, whether it's power, whether it's reflexes, whether it's, you know, reach, whether it's, you know, short, stocky, big frame, whatever it is, you got to be able to use that. Your trainer got to be able to take that out of you and use it to the best of your ability and run it up. So you got to find a trainer that really knows. So Kel, I could say that's one thing about it. He does know me. He knows how I should be fighting in. So that's one thing.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, I think Kel's gonna do some amazing things with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of you guys are in different places in your life today, from back in the day. So, hell yeah, that's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your goals and aspirations in the world of boxing right now?
Goals in as for the sport of boxing right now is to next 3 years become a world champion in boxing.
Okay.
Win a strap in the next 3 years, I would say 2 to 3 years. That's definitely one of them. And defend the title, of course, and just get some big money fights. And after that, God willing, boxing opens up other doors for me, and I can venture off into other businesses and do different things, because boxing is a very small window. You can't box forever. Once you 35, 36, you're basically considered already on the decline in boxing as far as athletics goes.
Yep.
Not in life, of course. In life you're still very young, but it's boxing. That's where I decline, because boxing is a young man's sport, and there's always new, hungry young lions on the rise.
Right.
So when you 30, 31, there's always that 23, 24-year-old killer ready to hurt something. So just making getting some big money fights in boxing, just investing that money right. Taking care of your loved ones and my loved ones, and venturing off into other businesses, seeing what other doors open for me through boxing.
Yeah, I see it. I could see you becoming champ in the next 2 to 3 years. It could definitely happen. What's your record right now?
Right now I'm 13-0 with 8 knockouts. So my foot's already in the door.
Yeah.
My foot's already in the door. Should have been more. Should have been about 17, 18-0. Because when I was 28 right now, but when I was 23 years old, I was already 5-0 as a pro. At 23 years old, I did 21 months without fighting. With a little layoff we just talked about. Then I also did a whole year of not fighting because of COVID. Because of COVID, I did a whole year without fighting. I lost a whole year without boxing. But everyone did. The whole world was on pause.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're here now. So better late than never. I'm still young. I'm still I'm in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm still relevant. People know who I am. And that's what it's about. It's all about moving forward. And my time is now, as far as everything goes, as far as where I'm at, my mindset, my physicality, my age, 20 years old. This is my prime. They say prime is 28 to 32.
Yeah.
That's what they say in boxing. That's like the best, as far as like you still have youth on your side,
right.
But you're strong. You know what I'm saying? You're experienced.
Your body too.
Yeah. So the time is now. Well, there's no better time than right now.
So where can everybody find you at?
People can find me on Instagram, Leftygunz_. That's the only social media I have. I don't have Twitter or Facebook. So Leftygunz_ is where everyone could reach me.
You got TikTok?
Nah, I don't have TikTok. I should have one though. I know I just actually found out that TikTok is more popular. I don't know how true it is. Someone told me that TikTok is more popular than Instagram right now.
Right.
I don't know how true that is, but that's what they say. So yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
That's a fact. Well, man, this was great. Guys, make sure you follow Leftygunz on Instagram. Listen, he definitely will be a champ in the next 2 to 3 years. And let's get it, man. This was incredible.
Yo,
Appreciate you, bro. Let's get it.
No, bro. Always.
Make sure you subscribe, share, like, comment, all that good stuff is going down. It's the J Payso podcast.
Stay tuned. You already know how we do.